Hey Fit Pros, I just got asked a really good question by an online personal trainer. And the question was, what's the difference between an online trainer that earns $100,000 a year to an online trainer that can do $1 million a year? And this really comes down to solving a key problem that so many online fitness trainers have right now. Because let's be perfectly honest, there's only so many hours in a day and there's only so many things you can actually get done right now, which is why in this training, I'm going to walk you through how an online trainer goes from $100 or even let's say $10 an hour task to $10,000 an hour task. And I know that can sound pretty extreme, but stick with me till the end because I'm going to do a really key training that we take our Coaches Cartel members through and to be able to really importantly be able to grow and scale your business. This is why we're actually going to go through what I call Operation Clockwork. Why? Because we want to be able to set your business up so it can work like clockwork and you don't have to be there doing all the heavy lifting in the business as well. But really importantly, I want to be able to share with you because when I first started online personal training, it was in 2014. I was still a face-to-face trainer in Dubai. And like so many other fit pros I know, you are really busy. I was waking up at 4 a.m. I had between 4 and 5:30 a.m. to be able to work on my online business because then I had to jump in the car, get to the gym in time for my 6 a.m. client. And then I was lucky if I could maybe squeeze in an hour of online coaching work in the afternoon after seeing all of my clients because I had a young daughter, I had a wife, and we wanted to be able to spend time as a family. And so I had really small snippets of time to be able to get that happening. And so if you are busy, and especially if you feel like you're doing everything right, but you're not getting the growth, you're not being able to really get to the business model, you're not earning the money that you really want, you're not helping the people that you really want, this is really important for us to be able to go through right now. So what we're going to do is in Operation Clockwork, the first exercise is we start figuring out what is it that you're doing, where are you actually spending your time, and then we work on the team and the systems so that you can move across. So rather than this just being theory, let's make this practical, let's roll up our sleeves, let's actually do the work together right now. So when I say start off with $10 an hour tasks, what are $10 an hour tasks? One would be running errands. That's a $10 an hour task that you can get, and I highly suggest you get someone else to be able to do. The next is managing your DMs. So managing your direct messages. All the DMs, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram or even emails, all of these platforms, you can very much have someone do probably a better job than you, especially when there's a system set up. But you being in there on your phone all the time, all day, trying to do those things, that sucks away from you working on the bigger, more important, more leveraged tasks that we're going to get to as well. The next after managing DMs is really going to be, talking to unqualified leads. When you're talking to unqualified leads, you're literally wasting your time. Now you have to get through, or someone has to be able to get through and be able to sift through those leads to make sure that the right ones are into and through your sales process. But if you're spending a lot of your time actually talking to unqualified leads, well, it kind of feels like you're banging your head against the wall and that's no fun. It's not progressing your business. And there's probably one more that we can talk about, and that's actually social media posting. So social media posting. You've got to create the content. And as I say to our clients coming to the Coaches Cartel, there's 3 things I can't do for you. I can't be the face of your business. I'm too ugly with this face. I can't actually have the sales conversations, but we can show you and actually have a very simple system for you to do it, but you've got to have the conversations. And then number 3, you've got to be able to coach your clients, but we can show you exactly how to set that up as well. So the $10 an hour tasks, and these are just some examples: running errands, managing direct messages, talking to unqualified leads, and doing social media postings. Now, $100 an hour task, what are these? This can come into actual coaching your clients. This can be talking to qualified leads. The next one would be managing ads. So I'll say managing ads and also customer follow-up. So let's just pause here for a second as we go through this. So if we're looking at this, the way that we can break this down is if you're spending a lot of time running errands, managing direct messages, talking to unqualified leads, doing social media postings, you have a lot less time doing things such as actually coaching your clients, talking to the qualified leads and really making sure you're focusing your time to be able to sell more, being able to manage ads if you are currently managing ads, and doing customer and lead follow-up as well. Now, $1,000 an hour. This is where, when we talk $1,000 and $10,000 an hour tasks, how does an online trainer have $1,000 and $10,000 an hour tasks? Let's just stick with me for a second. We're going to get through this because this is really fun. Next, $1,000 an hour, planning. If you're not properly planning what it is that you need to be able to do, diagnosing what is wrong in your business or what's missing or what's broken at least, and then exactly what it is that you need to be able to do. So on a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month level, you know the time you are spending on business is actually doing the things to grow your business, then you're wasting a lot of time. So planning, very key and critical. Next, negotiating with prospects. So I would just say negotiating with leads. Next, building sales funnels, and creating ads. Let's pause here for a second. Let's say we've got two different trainers. One trainer is going to be spending heaps of time running errands, doing stuff, managing their direct messages, talking to plenty of unqualified leads, doing social media posting. The other trainer, on the other hand, is doing some really effective planning, negotiating with highly qualified leads, building highly effective sales funnels, and making sure that they're actually creating the ads. I should say creating the ads. You can see the difference that the trainer working more on the $1,000 an hour task is going to have much bigger growth, much more effectiveness, and is going to be able to achieve things much faster. Now, then when you talk about $10,000 an hour task, and I might just move myself over here just for a second so you can see, but when we talk about the $10,000 an hour task, what could be that? Well, this is really important. These are big picture things that you do need to spend time with. And it doesn't mean you're going to be able to spend hours per day doing $10,000 an hour tasks, but you might be able to spend 10 to 15 minutes on it. You might be able to sporadically spend an hour or a quarter on something like this. So these are the big picture things that really, it's a small lever that swings big doors. So what are they, Chris? You're probably asking. Let's get into it. $10,000 an hour task is improving your USP, or like unique selling proposition, or I'd even just say improving your messaging so it's more effective. So the messages, the content, your marketing that does get out there is much more effective. It separates you from your competition. It'll be able to get the people coming to you hot and ready to actually come into your programs. Next would be creating better offers. Now, this is a big one. So many fit pros, better offers. So many fit pros think that they just need more leads. Yes and no, to be perfectly honest. It is more often the case that they need a high converting offer to start off with. One of the key things that we have to do, that's when a client comes into the Coaches Cartel, we make sure, do you have a high converting offer? So when we start bringing and getting those leads in, they're actually turning into sales. A lot of fit pros say that they want more leads, but the problem is people engaging with their social media content. They already have people kind of like dabbling around, seeing what they do, even coming into their sales process, but they're not signing on. And that's the key thing. The key metric we want to be able to look at really is how many clients are you signing on per month? How long are they staying on for? And how much are they worth to you as well? And they're three key metrics we always want to be able to improve. That's how we grow fitness businesses so much faster. But there's more here. There's also selling to high value groups. So selling to, I'll just say point up, high value groups. That's one. And the other one that I wrote down is coaching your team. Okay, you can't be, I don't think, a business, and especially when we're talking about the difference between a $100,000 a year fitness business and a $1 million a year fitness business, the difference isn't that the $1 million a year trainer is doing 10 times more. I don't think that's the case at all. I think it's a much smarter model. Then there's teams and systems in place for the business to be able to achieve 10 times or more on top of the other $100,000 a year trainer. And so when it comes to coaching your team, you need to be able to have team and systems in place. People being able to do the other things, because as you can see, as what we've already gone through here, if you're spending so much more time on the $1,000 to $10,000 an hour task, nailing those things and being able to have team members being able to do the $10 to $100 an hour task, your team, your business can grow so much more, but it's not you having to do all the work in it. And that's where we're truly creating a business that can last long-term successfully, but also really importantly, it means it gives you more freedom. You can start stepping away from that business and for it to be able to still generate leads, turn leads into clients, put money into the bank account, and you're not having to be there the whole time. And that's what we really want to be able to grow as well as we go through this. So the idea is you want to be able to go through and understand, at least for now, where are you? Where are you spending your time to be able to grow your business? Are you definitely on the left-hand side of this and spending more time in the $10 an hour? Or are you being able to spend more in the 100, the 1,000, maybe even dabbling in the 10,000 and making sure these things are dialed in as well? Because when it comes down to it, we can see so much faster. Our most successful clients, the ones that are breaking through and breaking our records and being able to get more clients and build their income so much faster, are the ones that are being able to get to the point to be able to focus on the high leverage tasks and being able to grow their teams, because it gets them into the place of doing the most important things in the business. And if you understand that concept, that's amazing, because that is an absolute game changer when it comes to you being able to grow your business as well. It's also why we highly recommend that you being able to have a team and being able to know and have a team that you can trust that's doing the work that they need to. And when I say doing the work they need to, it means that they're operating under the SOPs or standard operation procedures. They're working under the systems that get the job done, because it's pointless having a bunch of team members running around doing a bunch of things, but if they're doing the wrong things and doing them not effectively, well, it's actually just wasting your money. It's taking away your profits, and you don't want that. You want profitable team members. And so that's why it's having the right team members in place, and why we actually partner. And when our members in the cartel come to us and they need to be able to, we can get them into being able to have the right team members coming on board for them, and having those team members work under the exact proven systems so that they're working. So for example, let's say you're running social media content on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Well, that's amazing, but it's amazing only if you're able to get the right content out and the people that are engaging with you, you're getting into your sales process. So if you're getting heaps of DMs, but you're not being able to attend to those DMs, maybe you're not even having the right messaging, and if it's effectively you're not getting those DMs into sales conversations and turning them into clients, well, it's a bit of a waste of time, to be perfectly honest. And we don't want that. We want to be able to set those systems up as well. So if you're interested in actually being able to grow your team and being able to go into that process, just comment below team, and I'll be able to make sure that we can help you out with that and kind of point you in the right direction, because it obviously really goes into, number one, we got to diagnose, where are you spending your time? Firstly, are you actually doing the right things? And then what is it that needs to happen for you to align from where you are right now to where you want to go, and having that straight line, having that plan to being able to make that happen. So if that makes sense, if you're interested in going deeper into that stuff, just comment team. I'll jump in and be able to make sure that we can point you in the right direction, get you having the conversation to knowing and having that planning session out really